everybody? Welcome to NUFC Talk TV. Another live match preview, another dream or nightmare. Which one is it going to be tomorrow? Hopefully a dream for us and a nightmare for Andrew, the Winter Surfer. He's here representing again, back to back. He said he didn't want to miss the show because he's got his chest up after that last performance. But you got another thing coming to you, man. You better wait. Well, we hope at least. Welcome, everyone. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new, subscribe. Smash that like button. Everybody, please close the chat. Take a second. Hit the like button and continue to chat away. We got a good panel tonight. We got the Mighty Win. We got D-Man back. We got Gary. And we got Andrew, of course, back to do this match preview. How you doing, folks? A lot of you are muted, by the way. So let me just unmute the ones that I can. How's it going? All good?
All good.
Yeah,
Can't complain.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Can't complain, man.
Yeah,
Can't
all good.
complain. Well, fellas, I mean, how do we start? Going back, we had a good practice on Sunday for either
That's
team.
what it was.
And, well, they got 3 points, obviously. Are we going to learn from our mistakes? I think it's going to be interesting to get Andrew's take because I think they're going to change their lineup. We are not going to change the lineup if we want to win the game. So it's certainly a different feel. Tomorrow, obviously, playing at St. James's Park, it adds a little bit of color and atmosphere to the game in our favor, I would like to say. But you never know. If we're not performing, that pressure might turn against us. And we've heard some whistles from the stands, some boos from the stands already when Eddie's making a few subs. Eddie today in our press conference review early this morning, he came out and asked the fans to boo after full time and not during the game. The Mighty Win, though, being an old veteran of the tune, he says he needs to grow a bollock. And it is what it is. You get paid the big bucks. It is what it is. I don't think Gary agreed too much with that. But, folks, let me ask D-Man because he obviously didn't get your take. What do you think about that? I mean, obviously the fans need to go support. If we're gonna go there and start booing from minute 1 to the 90th minute, then it's not good. We got to go out there and support the team. But what do you feel, man? Should fans boo the team or boo any substitution that the manager makes at this point in time?
You know what? I don't blame them for booing. But given the situation that we're in, it's not ideal, is it? Like, it's not good for morale. And obviously, I think the majority disagreed with like the substitution, especially Tonali coming off when he did and bringing on non-staff. Now, I get the disappointment, but we have to understand that it's not good for a player coming onto the pitch knowing the crowd disapproval. And
Right.
I don't always agree with Eddie Howe, but in this instance, I can kind of understand. Listen, if you're disgruntled by the end of the game, fair enough. But to do it midway through the game, I know, it shows a displeasure in that, but I don't think it's ideal. Especially given the fact we're losing, it just adds fuel to the fire. It's not what we're really about, is it? Like, I wouldn't really expect that from us, but. I'm going to be there tomorrow, and I can't say that I won't be if he subs Tonali again. But nah, it's not the best thing to do in the grand scheme of things.
Well, you're expecting Tonali to start, that is, though, D?
Boy,
I think most Toon fans are.
And there's the thing.
I expect him to get 90 minutes. I think in this one he has to get 90 minutes, and I think Eddie will hear the call. But time will tell. If he doesn't, then he never will. But
if he does. But if he does, then the booing was justified and worthwhile.
Well, not really though, because then you get in, you open up a can of worms that Mighty Win because that's what goes with any team. Chelsea the same. Anybody. If you just go on the crowd's flow and do what the crowd wants, well, then we're in trouble because the manager needs to have the personality to say no, I don't rate this player. Now whether he might be wrong, all right. And he's going to die on that sword, then he's going to die on that sword. It is what it is. But the fans shouldn't be like, well, you know what? I don't like Isak now. So Osula needs to start every game. I don't think it needs to go like it. We need to draw a line somewhere in the sand, man. It can't just be the fans do whatever. The manager's there to do a job. Obviously, he's a professional. So you
and
would
the
assume
fans pay their money.
I understand that, but you can't go. There can't be 50. If we 5 of us don't agree a lot of the time, imagine 50,000 fans telling the man what to do. He's gonna be lost if he start listening to fans.
We've got to
I
show
don't.
unity. We've got to show unity at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like
Gary
especially when
made a
times
very
are
good
tough.
point. Very good point this morning. Very good point when he said one person starts booing, everybody
chain
joins
reaction.
in.
Yeah.
And that's a very, very valid point.
Now,
The biggest thing I see is what you're doing now is you're forcing the manager to not start the best 11, because it sounds very much to me as if you put your best 11 on the park and you've got your lesser players on the bench, you're limited to making changes, or you're just going to upset the crowd. And what you don't want to do as a manager is split the crowd. You need the crowd as your 12th man, especially at St James's Park. And at this present moment in time, I just think the boos just help him make the decision of not starting the best 11.
What
Andrew,
in terms of what? In
Well,
terms
stops
of
the boos,
starting
doesn't it?
a lesser 11 so that
Yeah.
he's got something to
Yeah,
put on
put
Well, it
long
on the
stops the
start
bench.
boos
start
as
long
well,
stuff.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
You know what I
start
mean?
long stuff and bring
People
on
will be
finale.
disgruntled at the start of the match because they'll see the starting 11, as we do when we look pre-match and we go, "Oh bloody hell, he's starting," or "He isn't starting." And what it does, it gets that empathy out of the way, because then when the match goes and the 11 on the park isn't working, and you bring in a better player, the boos aren't there. In actual fact, the applause is there because you want to change it up. And I think that's that step to the side that we don't want to go. If the
So,
boos
so, so,
continue,
so,
that's what I'm
so
trying
let
to
me
say.
get this right then. You seriously think that scenario that you've just gone through could be entering Eddie's mind?
No, I don't
That
think
he,
it's entering his mind. I think you're playing to a 12th man. You're expecting your home crowd to be behind you, whatever. The
well, it
last
wasn't the
thing you
home
will
crowd
want.
on Saturday, on
well, any fans,
Sunday,
it
by the
doesn't
way. It
matter about
was.
home crowd. Any
Yeah, yeah.
fans need to
But
be on
I'm
that
just
side.
saying, your home crowd is your 12th man, and it should support the the choice of the head coach, regardless of how he does it. Yes, you're going to be disgruntled. Yes, you're going to be disappointed, but that's the choice. Don't forget, we only see a bit part. He sees them every day in training, and he should be picking his strongest 11 from what he says what he sees in training. He
Mhm.
tells us in the presser that there's nobody guaranteed a spot, and I argue the toss about that, because it looks very much like to me that there's certain individuals very much guaranteed a spot in this team.
Yeah.
But he's going on the other side and saying nobody's guaranteed. The way I look at it is, if the boos continue by playing your strongest 11 from the start, then all it does is say, you know what, lads, I can't have the crowd going against us, so I'll leave players behind so it doesn't create that scenario.
That might
It
be
just
pushing it
puts
though.
that.
That might be
Yeah,
pushing
Maybe
it.
listen, all I'm saying to you is unity is the word, and it has to be unity from the stands to the pitch. Same as it's from the pitch to the stands. There'll be an extra 5% from every single player, I'm sure, tomorrow night, playing against Chelsea in the quarterfinals. It's a big game for us as much as it's a big game for Chelsea. But I think you need that unity.
I
On that,
agree.
go. Okay, the
I,
man
I,
agrees.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
go
gonna
on.
say I agree. I just think that in that particular scenario, if he plays Tonali for the 90 minutes, I don't think we hear those boos. I think it's literally that decision because it's the same thing every single week, and there's no justification of not giving him 90 minutes, as far as we can see. And I think that's where the frustration comes. And I don't agree with it, as in the boos.
No,
But it's the fact that he's doing the same. He's predictable. We know what's going to happen. Regardless of how Tonali's playing, he's going to get subbed on 60, 65 minutes, and it's long stuff that's going to come in. And I think people are just tired of the same old thing. Again, I don't agree with how they're voicing it, but I think if he plays it for the 90 minutes, I don't think you hear those boos at Stamford Bridge. That's just my opinion.
you
Now,
see, if nobody's guaranteed to start, then for me, over previous appearances, and we've lost him in a few of the games, J7 should be dropped,
but that's
and
a,
you
you
should
know
start and you should start
that's
Willock.
that's a lie that managers tell though all the time. Nobody's undroppable. But that's all BS, man. They're not, you know, whoever the best players are on the pitch for the majority of part. Is the issues with the changes. Pope is undroppable, right? Or
Hmm.
there's no doubt. Um,
Absolutely.
and a lot of players, Bruno. Tonali.
Isaac.
He's
Isak
You know
is
what I mean?
undroppable,
Yeah.
and I'm not,
Exactly.
and to me, that's not even debatable. As much as I respect everybody's opinion, those are the best players that need to be on the pitch. However, it's the changes that gets people riled up. But
Mm.
I think Gary, you brought up a point about being an important game for Chelsea as well. Let me go to Andrew. Andrew, it might be a different opinion from you. Is this an important tournament for Chelsea Football Club? I mean, are you going to put all the meat on the grill, or I like my food analogies, baby, especially right now. I'm hungry. Um,
We will make changes. There's no doubt we will make changes. I don't know how many. Like for last week, for example, in the UEFA Conference League, we made 11 changes. I don't think we'll make. I don't know if we will make 11. We might make 10, maybe. Maybe
oh
we'll
my
make
God.
11. But we will make huge changes because that's what we've been doing. Because I'm surprised that he's not going to make more changes. Because I think you've got Arsenal lunchtime Saturday. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know you
12:30
guys want to
kickoff.
win. Yeah, I know you guys want to win the cup and everything. Um, I will also just on a side note, I thought Joe Linton was very good on Sunday. By the way, I thought he was very good
Exactly.
in my opinion,
Agreed.
very good. But no, we will make changes. Like for instance, I think the front four will completely change. It'll be like I think it'll be, in my opinion, it'll be Mudryk on the right, Sancho left, and Kuko at top, and Felix just behind him.
Not a,
That's what
not
we'll.
a, not a, not a bad
Yeah,
substitute
but
front four, is
but
it?
yeah, no, but I think the midfield will be different because like Lavia's only just come back, and I don't think he'll risk Caicedo because we're quite short in midfield. But
Well,
yeah, we will see.
you
We'll
will,
see a lot of changes.
and
That's
we're
true.
going to get into your lineup, of course, later on in a minute, and we're going to do the player by player, and then people might ask, well, we just did it player by player last time. Well, Chelsea's lineup might change, so we're going to take a look at that.
Yeah,
But you guys have good, decent, skilled players. The objective shouldn't change because you change the players. Is it a tournament that you are looking forward to winning? You can win it, obviously, but is it a make or break for you as a fan and what you've gathered around the fan base? Because that might determine whether you guys are really motivated for it or not.
Is the
We are definitely.
priority?
yeah. I
But
mean, I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those Chelsea fans who looks down on cups. I love to win cups. I love to win all silverware. The League Cup for us is very important in our history. It's the first on Mourinho's 2 stints with us. It's the first trophy he won with a group of players, and he always talks
Yeah.
about how important it was. And I don't understand it. If it's good enough for Pep Guardiola to win it 4 times in a row, it should be good enough for anyone
that's right.
to win this competition. I sometimes even think it's more it's less trivialized than sometimes the FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? Once you get to like quarterfinals and semi-finals, like the big teams that are in it always usually then start playing their big players in it. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Because they think it's their first chance to get to Wembley to win the silverware. Now, it's how you use it when you win it, right? If you win it, can you win it and then motivate you for the rest of the season to finish strong, right? Or is it like previously, like when Man United won it 2 years ago and then they just fizzled out the rest of the season, got spanked by Liverpool like 7-0 a few weeks later? Is it or like Spurs when one day Ramos won it in 08 and then they fizzled out? Or is it can you use it to motivate you to like can like for instance Maresca go if we win it, do you like that feeling of lifting something? Do you like that taste of silverware? Do you want more? Let's go and grab some more.
It'd
I
be a
want all my
definite lift for us.
I want all my club's players when they finish when they're tired to have shoulder issues because they're lifting too many trophies. That's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I want, and I want them to have it. I want them to have it. League Cup's very important. I understand if you're like sometimes it could be looked upon as unnecessary, but I just think it's a piece of silverware to win. We've only got like 3 in the English league, right? And City's like wrapping up the league every year. The other 2 start to become more important. I never understand the people that go, "Nah, I need to finish. I need to finish in Champions League more than the silverware." I think why can't you do both? Do you know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. But yeah, very important. I want to win it. I want to win every competition we're in, no matter what people think of it. So
Good points. Good points right there. Well, I mean, how do we beat each other? That's the thing. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to move or advance, rather. in this situation. We put up a poll in the community of the channel earlier today. 129 votes. Newcastle win 43%. 50% Chelsea win. Newcastle in penalties 4%. Chelsea in penalties 3%. So people are going for a full time win for either club. Obviously, the majority going to Chelsea. We put the same poll here in the chat, so we already got 45 people voting. So keep voting away. Smash the like button. Don't forget, very important to do that. And right now, Newcastle is winning amongst the chat, but that it's kind of deceiving because we're Newcastle fans. But actually, no, never mind. If you combine Chelsea win 23%, and Chelsea in penalties 21%. So that's pretty close to Chelsea advancing. If you combine the two of them. So what do you guys think? What as far as Newcastle is concerned, and then we're going to get to Andrew, obviously, how they can approach the game against us at St. James's Park. But how do we beat Chelsea? I mean, if they have they have multiple squads, man, skilled players. I mean.
I think you've got to be better up front, and we've got to be better in defence. I mean, if you can tie those two areas up, it's like I said, as daft as it looks, as many chances as Chelsea had against us on Sunday, it could have ended up a 2-2. It should have ended up a 2-2 because obviously Isak's square ball just didn't pay off. And I said this morning when we were talking after the presser, games are won and lost on certain areas of the park, and it's sometimes just determines. Like I said, sometimes you can get a ball deflected off a defender's knee, goes into the goal. It just needs something up front to spark a little bit of life. And at this present moment in time, it does feel a little bit stagnant. And I'm hoping, like I say, with it being a cup competition and that extra 5% from defence all the way through the team will help ignite the team just to have that little bit of unity, and hopefully we'll have enough to get through. I think it's going to be a good game tomorrow. I enjoyed Sunday's game. I must admit, it was end to end for a majority of it. I do think Chelsea probably deserved the win in the end, but it could have been a lot closer. As Andrew said, Chelsea will always give you an opportunity.
It's crazy.
And it certainly showed. It's shown on Sunday, but we just didn't take them.
I want to banter you a little bit, Gary. When I asked somebody, a Spurs fan, how to pronounce Postecoglou's Postecoglou's name rather, he said it, and I said, "Well, that's easy for you to say." And after you telling me we got to be good in defense, good in attack, and good in the midfield, looking at Newcastle, it's easy for you to say. Because it's not looking too good.
But I mean, you've only got to look at the XG, Chris, and this is what I'm saying. Yeah. It's close. I know everybody keeps on harping on about stats, and it's only 9/10 of the law because it's like possession, isn't it? You've got to hit the onion sack to get a result. Your XG means nothing if you don't follow up on what the progression of the ball up the field. And I thought, like I say, apart from the defensive errors where we allowed them after their press to get in behind a couple of times, finished really well. When you're creating as much as we are over the last 3 games, the XG was something like 5.6, and we've got 1 goal. So we've missed 4 goals somewhere. It changes the outlook of the game massively when you take those chances.
India man going.
Yeah, I was going to say similar to what Gary's saying. I think it's about being clinical. Because, like I said, we created quite a few chances over the last few games, but we're not taking our chances. So eventually, you have to think that it's going to click sometime, and this will be the ideal situation to do it. I think it will be a close game. I still expect both teams to score, but like you said, we just have to be focused for the full 90. Let's stop these silly mistakes, especially at the back. If we can eliminate those, I think it gives us a great chance. We're at home, so that gives us an edge, if you will. And I don't know, we've shown periods of sustained of control during the games. We just want longer periods. Really dominate the game, suffocate them. Like, we're at home, take it to them. Don't give them the easy opportunities. And I don't know, it's about everyone playing as a team, because like I said, it was the defense, midfield, attack. But if we all play together as a team, like we know we're capable of, I'm not saying it'll be easy, but it's possible. It's possible, but the way we're playing, we have to be encouraged by the performances because we didn't play badly on Sunday, and the two performances before that, the performances have improved since the beginning of the season. So we can take some encouragement from that, put it all together. It can happen. Chelsea are not the best defensively, yeah, and they have to make St James's, what do you call it? Intimidating for Chelsea. What other players have said about it when they come here, how intimidating it can be. So I think the crowd's going to be up to it. That could, the 12th man. You've got to be positive. You've got to be positive. If you can't be positive about this one, then I don't think you can be positive for the rest of the upcoming games. So I won't say it's a must win, but it's a big one. It is a big one.
All right. Well, Mighty Wayne, man, what's up, man? You quiet, man.
I'm just listening to what's being said.
You just ever since D-Man joined us, man, you're kind of, quiet.
SJP, under the lights, we will be fired up.
Oh, my, here we go with the hat.
And the only thing
Dude's got
that can prevent that fire is Eddie.
Well, I mean, well, he's going to be on the sidelines. I don't know if you knew that.
If he puts out a team that a blind man on a galloping horse can see is not our strongest 11, when we are, I'm pretty certain that Chelsea will not be playing that big guns because they don't, it's not a priority for them. It is a priority for us. So if he doesn't put his big guns on and never worry about substitutions and having to improve it from the substitutions, that's the only thing that can deflate the crowd tomorrow night. If we see more or less the same team we saw on Sunday, with a tweak here or there, and we can talk about that later on, obviously, the crowd will be up for it, and Chelsea will not know what's hit them.
Well, you got to forget about tweaks, man, because he's not going to make any tweaks, trust me.
Just on Chelsea, the worrying thing about Chelsea is, bar Palmer, they can go like for like with their changes, especially from midfield. Well, especially in attack, because they can replace Jackson with Nkunku, they can replace Neto with Sancho. I don't know who plays on the other side, but they've got options. They've got Mudryk, who he terrorized us when he came on in the League Cup last season. You know what I mean? They can do it. We're very limited. They don't have to. They can make the change, and I still think some of the team that played at the weekend will play for Chelsea on tomorrow. But the fact that they can make those kind of changes, that's what worries me. And then if it's not working, they can then bring on their big guns. We're bringing on Longstaff, Murphy.
I think we'll make a lot of changes. Some of those players may be on the bench that started on Sunday, but the likes of Lavia won't travel. I don't think you'll see Caicedo. I don't know if you'll even see Palmer. I don't know about, because we've got Man United away at the weekend. But I think what will motivate us is a motivation for the players to get into the first team, to play, away at Manchester United and so forth. So it's on them to grab the chances where they can. Like João Felix is used very sparingly by us. Like he didn't come on again at the weekend against you guys. He didn't come on the week before. Played in the Conference League and will probably start tomorrow. So it's about how he keeps them motivated, and probably he'll want to, while he'll make changes, he'll still want to win because he'll want more games to use the squad. Because if you go further in the competition and you've got a big squad, you're going to want to use those players and give them minutes as much as possible. So I think the motivation that he will use with, for example, Sancho's not started the last two games. Neto has, so he's going to motivate Sancho again to try and get his spot back, and so forth. And Nkunku's scoring in all the cup competitions, but can't get past Jackson. So it will be a tight game like it was on Sunday. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually goes to penalties in the end, and whoever, because it'll go 90 minutes and then penalties. There's no extra time until I think like the semi-finals or something like that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Foxy's agreeing with you. He's saying it's a big game for Chelsea's B players. They want to prove they should be regulars for important games.
Yeah.
Well, they have. They certainly can generate that competition. We certainly cannot. Unfortunate at this time. We can't. We don't have a deep squad. Thank you, Michael McIntyre, for the kind donation, mate. Says hi all. Come on, Newcastle 3-1 win tune.
My goodness.
I mean, just looking at these stats, man, between the two clubs, this is a night and day, to be honest with you. So, the stats, that are relatively important. Man, 19 goals scored to 9 of ours. But they also consider the same amount, basically 11 for them, 10 for us. But we keep going to the same point. They have the difference in scoring and attacking, and we certainly not doing that. It's scary. And in assists, just assists alone, 16 for them. We got 8. I mean, I just don't know, man. I don't know. Our current leader in assists is Harvey Barnes with 1, and he's not even a regular starter. So something is not clicking, man, on that final pass. That final pass, we're not getting it done. We're not getting it done. We're not making the right decisions. I just I don't want to be pessimistic, but I just find it hard.
The reason there's no assists is because the main man who's supposed to be putting them away,
man, we
is
keep
not
doing the same
putting them
thing.
away.
How many times has you given him the ball and he's been in front of goal against the
Plenty.
goalkeeper? What? No.
Not many.
There's a few that he has created, dribbled, gotten past the defender, and just got a shot out of nowhere. That's not giving them the ball in front of goal. That wouldn't even be an assist. That's you passing them the ball
It's
and he's
no
dribbling
good
to
giving him the
find.
ball in front of goal.
Why wouldn't it? Why
Because
wouldn't
he's
that
never there.
What are you talking about, man? Come on. How many times have we given them? We do got to count. I don't know if SofaScore will have the count of how many exactly. They should, right? Let's take a quick look right here. They should.
Listen,
Let's go to Isaac.
Isaac's game is getting the ball and running at players and finishing it, which he does brilliantly. His game is not standing in the box waiting for a ball to be played into him for him to
No, I'm
stick
talking
in the
about
net.
passing them the ball.
Through balls.
Yeah,
Even
through ball,
balls.
leaving them alone with the goalkeeper. Through ball. How many
And
times have we done that?
how many's he had that he's
Not
got
many.
this season?
Not many, man.
Plenty.
Not many at all. No, okay.
I can think of 2, maybe 2.
Whoa,
Certainly
He's
one.
one-
Certainly
let's
one against.
Let's look at Everton. Three at Everton.
No, that's because you
Huh?
think those are, but that doesn't. Just because you give him the ball, he dribbles and he gets a shot off. That does not.
Yeah,
Does not
no,
mean.
I'm talking about giving him the ball
He wasn't through
on the edge
Everton.
of the penalty area
Man.
where he can turn and he's got one defender to beat.
Well, I will agree with one thing. His heat map is not proper for a striker. His heat map is outside of the box this season.
I bet I haven't looked at it, but I bet there's no heat in the box.
It's not good.
In
It's
the
not good.
60-yard box.
There's no. Yeah, and so he needs to adjust that. He needs to be in the box a lot more. So in that, perfect. But let me just go here on attacking. Big chances missed. 0 big chances missed, according to SofaScore. Well, no, hold on. Sorry, this is the EFL Cup. What the hell? I gotta
Nah, he
change
must
it.
have had a few.
Yeah,
Because he missed
it
a
wouldn't have been
few.
0.
That's going
So-
to be hard.
Brighton. He
Okay,
missed a couple at Brighton.
so big chances missed 4 all season. 4 mighty win. 4.
Well, that's 4.
But that's
the
9
hell, man?
games. That's
That's it in 10 games, man.
Well, to
whatever
be fair,
hap-
he missed a couple, didn't he?
He missed 1 or 2 sitters, but I guarantee you Gordon's got the same
No.
stat.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
he
missed
missed
a couple
a few
games.
games and all.
Okay, don't forget he's only
he
played
missed it.
6 games, guys.
Well,
He's
exactly.
missed 4 big chances in 6 games.
That's
What
not-
would
you-
what
for
would
your
those
goal-
goals have done to us?
2 of them was in
At
Brighton. 2 of them was in one
at
game.
the time that they were presented.
Again, man, I just don't think that this debating on Isaac is that he's not the solution. Well, what I mean, taking him off, that's the solution? No. You got to give him more opportunities. You got to keep feeding
No.
him. He's
No.
going to score. Eventually, he's going to
Listen.
score.
The sooner Eddie realizes that Isaac
Sure.
is not a sole striker is when we'll get the best out of him.
But then again, we go back to the same thing. Last season, he was fine. So last season he was fine. Last season he was second to Haaland. So I refuse to believe that all of a sudden he's bad. On your thought process that Gordon's one season is not a one-hit wonder, that he will continue to do that. If we're going to give Gordon that opportunity, we got to give Isak that opportunity.
You can
Certainly.
argue the two of them may have been one season wonders.
Yeah, but you advocated for the man to get the highest paid contract in Newcastle,
Yeah,
Gordon,
yeah.
and
But,
Isak no.
but,
So
the reason Isak was playing so well and scoring as many goals was because Gordon was also doing the things and providing the assists.
and before say just per se, and before I give my opinion on this, Gary, you explain to me exactly what XG means. I know, but you explain to me what exactly XG means.
So,
Eh,
if you look, let's just you're talking about Alexander Isak. He's played 6 games, 495 minutes. He's got 1 goal, and he's XG. So this is the amount of goals that he should have for shots at goal.
for
At this
okay,
present moment in time, he's 2.29. That's his
well,
expected goal ratio,
I
right?
got on SofaScore. I
That's
Yeah,
got
what
three
XG
point
so
three.
means.
he's got
I got
two goals.
Expected
on
goal.
SofaScore. I got 3.5.
He's got two
Yeah,
goals.
well, I don't go on Alpha Score because,
Okay.
to be fair, it throws it all over the place.
All right. Well, it's
Um,
just it's
He's got
so
two
his
goals though.
goals,
so
yeah.
so it's three with okay. So which one is yours? That's the lowest. So let's go with that one. Is that a decent XG?
Well, if you look, he's had 18 shots at the minute, and he's had 6 on target, and he's put 2 away. If you
Right.
this one, the one I'm on at the moment hasn't updated from Sunday's game yet, but he's put 2 away out of 18 shots on goal, 6 on target, and I think that's the ratio you need to look. His
Exactly. So
shots at goal have been a little bit wayward this season.
I just don't think
Um,
I think when a team is not producing, the first man to go down is the striker. The
Can we just
first
say
man.
that? Can we just point the fact that he's been carrying an injury as well?
Yeah, as I
So
said, what was it the
Well,
4th game in?
but
He played with a fractured toe, and then he missed 3 games, and you know what I mean. And you have got to look at it for what it is this season. It hasn't been great for anybody, and it's typical Newcastle, isn't it, with not having a backup striker. And like I say, when you look at Anthony Gordon, who's not a natural striker, to be going up there, it is circumstantial why we are where we are at this present moment in time, but it's how we correct it going forward. And like I say, there's a limit of people will always say that Isak has had some opportunities. The one thing that worries me about Isak is the 18 shots with only 6 on target as your main striker. It's great the fact that he's having a go. It just makes me wonder if this continues, is how far his confidence drops going forward when he's our lone striker. And I think that's the
let me
concerning point for me.
let me use the because sometimes you don't appreciate what you got, and so let me ask Andrew. Andrew, how do you view Isak as a footballer, as a striker? I mean, is he somebody that you would appreciate on in your team at the moment? Having Jackson that has, he's got to be up there in the Premier League. Jackson, as far as goals is concerned.
Yeah, he's a very good striker. On a side note, I couldn't believe he didn't pass that ball at the weekend.
Oh,
I thought 2-2, and he didn't pass that ball. I was like, wow. I don't know. To you guys, does he look like his head somewhere else a bit when he's playing for you?
Yep.
Does it look like he thought? I don't know, because there wasn't a report last week about like you've stalled like contract negotiations or something with him.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But going on him as a player, I mean, this season's a bit stop and start with him. Last season he was fantastic. There was comparison. I know some people were comparing him to the way he strikes the ball, a bit like prime Thierry Henry. But
Right.
he's a very good. I think he's a very, very good striker. I know I said Friday I'd probably take him over Jackson, but this season and last season Jackson's just got that thing with Palmer at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Just
Right.
that connection and stuff like
Well,
that. And
imagine that
I don't
if
know.
we had.
I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, sorry to cut you off, mate. Go on.
No. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe I think maybe Jackson's got a better all-round game. I think Isak's a better finisher. If I'm being honest with you.
What if we
you know.
had that connection or built that connection with sort of a 10, which a classic number 10 is actually a creator of assistant to the striker. Now in this day and age, you're going to see a lot more of that number 10 actually scoring, assisting, and actually scoring, shooting from outside the box, and you do all that. why can't we create that with Harvey Barnes right there? You know, that's the thing. Why couldn't we try that? And that is the main criticism for Eddie. He
Just a
will
quick
not
question.
try nothing new. Go on, Demon.
So, Andrew, just a quick question. Do you think if Isak was playing with Cole Palmer, do you think he outscores Jackson?
There's a pretty more of a fair chance he probably does. Because I don't think while Jackson plays striker, I don't think he's a natural striker. I think Isak's more of a natural striker. I think he's got more of a striker's brain. Whereas Jackson, like I said, I think all around might have an all round better game. But I think if I was putting if they were going through 1-on-1, like both of them, I'd feel more confident with Isak finishing than Jackson at this moment in time.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If I needed someone like in an instance like on like Sunday, like bearing if we were 1-0 and it was going into the 93rd minute, someone's 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper, I would put more money on Isak at the moment than Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
I do think he probably would score. He would score more. But the problem is Eddie doesn't play with a 10, does he?
No.
That's the
And
thing. You guys,
you don't worry about it. He'll
play with
never will.
that's right.
No
You play with
10,
like
no
a
BS.
traditional 4-3-3, don't you? So
Don't we know it?
Yeah. Only attacks on left
Don't
side
we
because
know it?
the right side players don't do nothing. So everybody knows. And numpties on the right don't do nothing. So just stay on the left, man. Guard Gordon.
Anthony Gordon's a massive miss, though. He is a massive miss.
Well, hopefully he'll play. That's another question though we got to talk about. Is Anthony Gordon going to play? The
No.
groin injury is a bad one, man. It's a very touchy one.
Groin injury.
I don't expect to see him before the international break.
No.
Oh damn.
Well, I worry if he doesn't play. I really worry if he doesn't play. I'm hoping against hope that he will, because I think he makes such a difference. Despite a lot of people saying his form this season has been iffy, it's him and Isak together on fire that gave us the goals we got last season.
Exactly. That's the way you need that. There you go. Now we agree. It's both.
I think if
both need to get better.
If they're gonna risk him, I think they're risking for Arsenal, not this one.
You reckon?
I don't think they're risking.
Well, I think that would be a mistake. If they do, this is the one competition
that we
that
can
we
win.
have a chance, a good chance of winning. Especially by virtue of the fact that tomorrow night we've got a chance to knock one of the other potential winners of the competition out.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that
got to
combo.
prioritise a home game against Arsenal in the Premier League against, a potential quarter-final in the Carabao Cup. I don't agree with that. I want to see the strongest possible lineup we can put out, even if that means that, I don't know, we only get 70 minutes out of Gordon tomorrow and he misses Arsenal.
And I think that's
as long as he's not going to miss a dozen games after that. If it isn't
well, which you never know though, because I mean his play is explosive.
That's the point, and I don't know that. You're right.
Well, I mean I know that. Yeah.
If playing him tomorrow is going to compromise him for 10 games, then obviously you don't play him tomorrow.
But the thing about that, what I'm trying to say is that it's hard to know. Listen, trust me. I know about growing injuries. Trust me, man.
Right.
And
well, in that case, what I'm saying is,
hold on.
If Gordon isn't playing, we need to change the system.
But listen though, because Gordon might feel ready, but you don't know how that groin is going to react as soon as he makes that run, as soon as he makes that cut, and so you just even if he feels ready, you never know. You never know. I think that you hit the nail on the head, Mighty, when you spoke about that combination of Gordon and Isak. Maybe not in the same, obviously, style of play, but similar to the combo that Jackson and Palmer have. Thank you, Michael McIntyre, with the donation. Come on, it's only Chelsea. Tune. Well, they beat us 2-1, man. Come on.
Good man.
But because look at their stats compared, they're very similar. They both have 2 goals this season. They both missed. Isak 4 big chances missed, 3 for Gordon. You can say a penalty is a big chance. I don't know if that's counted there.
Massive chance.
So I don't know if that's counted there. 1 assist for
0.78.
Isak, one assist for Isak, 0 assists for Gordon, and you would expect as much as you say, well, Gordon needs to score because he's a striker. Well, Isak needs to score because he's a striker. Gordon needs to assist because he's the winger. 0 assists for Gordon, and so they both have been playing horrid. You know what I
No,
mean?
I haven't.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. The
No,
the
you're
stats prove
saying
it.
0 assists for Gordon.
That's right.
The reason Gordon has got 0 assists is because the 2 balls,
Man,
2 brilliant balls that he's put
Here
through
we
to
go.
Isak this season so far, which should have been goals.
Or I can tell you that he's
Well,
only put. I can
Which,
tell
which
you,
one was that?
but I don't know which one he's counting. But I can tell you this: Gordon. I can look at it this way: Gordon only put 2 balls to Isak when he should have been doing more of that. You see what I'm saying? You on those 2 balls, you're asking a striker to score 2 balls to score twice out of 2 chances. 100% is what you're asking. Not even Haaland does that.
No.
You can't score 100% of your chances, man.
I'm
what I'm trying to tell
thinking
you.
of the two balls that I can think of. I could go to the stats and show how many balls this season Gordon has played to Isak. I don't know how many that is. No idea.
Well, he's got 4 big chances missed the whole season, so that's gonna be more than 4. And I don't think he. Those. One of them is Joe
If you're
Linton's.
saying Isak has got 4 big chances missed this season, I would bet, and I don't know, but have a look at those stats wherever you're getting them from and see what they were. I would bet that the two of those 4 were from Gordon. So Gordon hasn't got 2 assists
I can't
when he
think of
should.
any.
It's a bit like Maxi when they're all going about Maxi's
Man, Max, you can't compare
assists.
Max to Isak. Man, come on.
Maxi put fantastic balls into the box that weren't finished off. So he didn't get credited with an assist for any of them.
Well, I can tell you, he could also be the Premier League's top goal scorer, but he just sent them to the sky every time he got into the box. So listen, man, I don't know. All right, well, in my opinion, Gordon and Isak, that combo hasn't been working for Newcastle United. I'll tell you what. Let's go with the lineups. Interesting, Mr. Andrew. What do you think? And I'm trying to share this thing with you. Obviously you're gonna play the same, right? 4-2-3-1. I would assume that's the lineup of Chelsea Football Club. Let me see. Let me get it right this time around. There we go. Let's do it like this. So, do you expect? Obviously, I'm sure you're expecting some changes. So the goalkeeper is going to be the same, I assume, right?
No, Jorgensen's going to play probably tomorrow.
Wow.
He's played in all the cups. So.
Okay. Well, you know more than us. Centre backs, Colwill Fofana here.
Yeah, that'll probably be changed to Badiashile and Tosin.
Badiashile. He had a mistake against us in the cup last season. And
he did.
Yeah. I remember
that was the goal, isn't it?
At Stamford Bridge, and we scored.
Wilson.
We scored.
Yeah.
A bad one too, man. I think it was against Callum Wilson.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like a weird pass, or we tried something like that. I think he's going. I've been persuaded because I've done another stream earlier. I think he'll keep Gusto at right back, and I think he'll play. He will play Cucurella at left back.
Okay, so left back Cucurella. Would you say Cucurella was going to start, man? Last time around.
Yeah, I did. I got that. You'd have told me.
Own up your mistake,
yeah, but nobody. Yeah, but nobody thought Reece James would come in left back for 70 odd minutes. So
That surprised me, mate. To be fair.
There you go.
Nobody told me Gusto was going to be right wing and centre forward at times, mate. To be fair.
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, popping up, trying to head in goals or something. I don't know. This whole
crazy.
This whole inverted thing just makes it. My mind's inverted at the moment. I can't understand it. But midfield's going to be. I think Enzo's going to play, and
for Lavia.
Yeah, for Lavia, and I think he might go Vega in
For
midfield.
Caicedo. They
Yeah, I
have a
don't
game,
think I
but-
said
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
Renato
think
Vega.
I said he's going to play.
All right.
And then the front four, like I said, on the right will be. I think he's going to play Mudryk on the right.
Still, I mean, I do rate Mudryk, man. A lot of people don't, but
Well, I rated
If
him.
he
I
gets a
would
tune
have
out of
loved to
him,
have got him.
if he gets a tune out of Mudryk, you can give him manager of the year already. If he gets a tune out of Mudryk, bloody hell.
yeah, well, that's the thing. Something's not happening. Anyways, Neto.
In the left it'll be Sancho.
Oof, man. I'm telling you, man. Talent everywhere.
In the middle it'll be João Felix.
Joao Felix. Oh my God, I forgot this dude came from Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, and up top it'll be Nkunku.
And Nkunku. We are. Mighty Wayne, what'd you say?
We are knackered.
Yeah, man. It's fucking hell, man. This is unbelievable. All right. Well, okay. Well, let's do our lineup, man. We about to show you, Andrew. You better hold on to your chair, mate, because this is gonna be crazy, man. You about to blow your mind. We ain't gonna change a damn thing.
No, we will. We will. We will.
But
All right,
I hope we will.
Nick Pope at goal. No questions, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man, Dubravka. All right, never mind. Fabian Scher, Dan Burn.
I think Lloyd Kelly comes in for one of them.
You think
with them?
With them?
I don't know about with them.
What are you trying to do? A line of 3? A line of 5?
I would go 3-5-2.
Yeah, but Eddie won't.
No,
Yeah,
I
well,
know
that's
Eddie
the thing.
won't.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But we got,
But I would still put Kelly in for Burn, just for the
Yeah,
pace.
yeah, I think so.
So wait, so Kelly for Burn. You think he's going to change Dan Burn, man? You must have lost your mind.
Well, one of them's coming out, surely.
Which Mr. Chris Weston here, Weston. Welcome to the channel. He says Burn should not be anywhere near the first 11. He has cost us more games than anyone.
Well, that's nonsense.
Chris, well, no, that's according to your opinion. Chris has his opinion, man. We got to respect everybody's opinion. And he certainly, I don't know what his.
No, I don't have to expect that.
I don't know. I don't know what his Burns' job is on the pitch, but he's certainly everywhere. And I thought, he only needs to do one thing. You got one job, mate. Stay in the damn box. Defend. You're not a 10.
He performed better than Fabian Scher the
disappointing
weekend. Yeah, so I think Scher might.
Fabian Scher doesn't defend.
Yeah,
I would
he might
have
to
Kraft
come up.
in for Share as well.
Yeah. But see, and that's why the Mighty Win is a flip flop, because here, where is it at? Mr. Chris says, you lot need to stop saying Isak is a striker. He is a left winger and needs to be played in the right position. Do you agree with the majority of that? Mighty Win.
That's what he said for ages, haven't you?
Exactly. So now you're gonna say rubbish to Chris Weston. Exactly, man. Come on. You're knackered, Mighty Win. Anyways, so I mean, but how many votes though for I would put him as a center back, but I just don't see.
Yeah,
I don't
he comes
see.
in. His pace, his recovery pace, I think puts him in the team, because that back line is so slow. The centre back period is too slow.
So Mighty Win, did you go for right here for
Kelly there? If you're gonna play 4-3-3,
all right, man. That's shocking for you, man.
if you're gonna go 4-3-3,
well, that's shocking for me, for you. But then again, you have no loyalty anyway, so you're pretty easy to. Where's Kelly at? Oh, there we go. So we're gonna put Kelly right there. That would be shocking to see. I don't think Eddie's gonna change 4-3-3. I think it's gonna be, but he might make a change like that. So I think. Well, I'm sorry, Gary. Did you agree with that?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, I think there has to be a change at the back from what we saw on Sunday. We got beat with pace. We got beat with obviously tactical awareness, because the lads were just sitting in pockets. As much as I hate saying it, Nicholas Jackson had them walking all over the park. It was as if he was walking the dog in the park.
Thank you, Michael.
They followed him everywhere and into the wrong places, and obviously Palmer was the same. So we certainly need to be a little bit cleverer on our tactics and not follow them deeper into the fields of non-existent. It doesn't matter if they get the ball that far up the park, because at the end of the day, if they try and play the long ball over the top then to the two wide men, the two lads, our fullbacks, they've got pace on them. They should be able to recover quite well. And that was the other thing with me that really annoyed me was the body language to a degree of Tino. Sometimes I think he's a little bit not switched on to recover, and then when he realises we're in trouble, he then tries to get back. It's not a natural thing for Tino just to try and get back and support. Even if there's a tackle comes in somewhere else, I think sometimes he just needs to be a little bit aware of what's required for him getting back into a good position.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
if Trips was available, he'd be playing.
Thank you, Michael McIntyre, for another £2. It's all over now. Chelsea Tune says Michael, and thank you to Hills Huzar for gifting a membership. That's going to Jason Brown. Thank you, Hills Huzar. Sean is his name for the people that know him. All right, so okay. Well, Lloyd Kelly is in there according to the democracy in this channel. Fabian Scher, any doubts now that you guys are feeling like with a quick trigger finger?
Yeah, me. I'll have Kraft in.
Oh man!
I don't think
You're changing in your old age, man.
Yeah, well, listen. When Kraft was suspended, when Scher was suspended, Kraft came in and did a brilliant job. He's probably the best player for those 3 games. And Scher was shocking on Sunday.
Well, he can't certainly play any worse than Shah has been playing recently. So,
Exactly.
to be fair, why not give the lad a chance? Because I do think that there's a few of them need to kick up the arse. Because I think they feel as though they're guaranteed a start.
Wow, that's interesting. So I guess Gary agreed. Mighty went D-Man.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Kraft in there. I just don't think Eddie's going to do it. I think one of Burner or Scher's going to play. But if we're going to go with what we want, then yeah, I'd put Kraft in. Because Scher's been awful for a couple games, to be fair. So he hasn't been since he's come back from suspension. I don't think he's been great.
No,
so
would you look at that, man? I never see this happening. I don't think it will. But democracy reigns here, man. We don't have no kings here, man. Everything democracy. You know what I'm saying? So Fabian Scher is
they also
out.
need minutes, mate. They do need minutes in the legs as well. These lads at the end of the day. Because if there is an injury, we're going to be screwed.
The good thing, I mean, actually, Kraft didn't do a bad job. When he was taking over Shar when he was out for boxing on the pitch. So he didn't do a bad job.
Boxing.
Well, UFC, you can't headbutt on boxing, but UFC. All right, so Lewis Hall, any questions? We don't have anybody to play there, really.
We're going to need somebody with pace against Mudryk.
Yeah. And he's been playing well.
And he was probably our best player over the last few games, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Man of the match on Sunday.
Liramento.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no one else. Yeah.
If Trips was fit, he goes in.
All right. Midfield is interesting. I mean, not really, though, in my opinion. I just keep the same. I keep the same, but I mean, you've seen some suggestions lately that
I would change it. I'd keep Bruno Tonali and bring Willock in and put Joe Linton on the left hand side of the front 3.
And by the way, people, I'm just saying, people have told me you can't have a 10 in a 4-3-3. You actually can, if you just put the 10 right there, and these midfielders collaborate down there. You can actually have a 10. Now, whether these two guys have I think Joe Linton can, but I don't know that. Well, Tonali, I don't think he could. But then again, I don't know. Eddie doesn't really like, he likes to playing like that. So, but you said, D-Man, what did you say? Any?
Yeah, I'd where Joe Linton is, I'd put Willock there, and where Gordon is, I put Joe Linton there, because Willock is our best ball carrier, right? And he needs minutes. He's getting these 10, 15, 20 minutes here and there. I think he needs to start. Similar to remember what he did against Manchester United last season in the cup.
Yeah.
Before he got injured, but I thought, what I mean. I think he can be an important player for us, and I think give him a start.
He did it Forest at the start.
Yeah,
I mean, 16 minutes, he was unbelievable.
But
And
every
since he's
minute,
come back from injury, we've not seen him.
and every minute since he's been atrocious.
But he hasn't started. He's been getting
He's-
these odd minutes when he can't get into the game. I think stay playing from the start and see what he can do. And like I said, Joe Linton did well on the left the other day. We know what he can
He
do.
did.
But even the season when we finished for Champions League qualification, the interchange between Joe Linton and Willock on that left hand side was really good. So I think we can try that. I think we should try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throw Barnes on
Okay.
the right.
Yeah.
Are you assuming
interested.
Gordon's not going to be playing? Like?
Well, that's
He's
what I was
not
about to say.
playing.
That's assuming
Gordon's not playing. He's not playing. He's not.
Oh, right. So let's assume Gordon is playing.
Oh, well then that's
Because
there's
that's the
nothing.
thing. I'm assuming Gordon's going to be playing.
Well, but if he's fit enough,
If
he's
Gordon's
fit,
not playing, I agree with you.
no, but he could be an impact off the bench. Give him the half an hour because he can run at them. He's not going to there's less chance of him doing any damage rather than the 70 minutes. Give him 30 minutes and then play him on the weekend. At least we have something to people ain't going to moan when he comes on the pitch. He's an impact sub.
Say that again.
Well, man. All right. So
That might be a bit
more-
moaning before we kick off. Like,
there might be some like they do in South America,
but
man.
as Gary says, if everybody's got the moon out that system pre-match, because we get the teams an hour
We've got the
before.
team set up. An hour and 15 minutes beforehand. All
An hour
that
and 15
emotion's
minutes
gone, hasn't
to
it?
drink our sorrows away.
Exactly.
Yeah. So well, I mean, we had to make a decision whether Gordon plays or not.
I just don't see it.
So who do you think?
No, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't risk him either. Not with a 12:30 on Saturday.
Yeah, but what's more important, the cup or the league?
Our league position.
Not losing him for the rest of until Christmas. That's what's important. Because we would be completely.
Yeah, well, I agree with you there, Gary. Right, I definitely agree with that. If this injury that he's picked up, this groin strain that he's picked up, is anywhere near severe enough for him to be in doubt tomorrow, then he doesn't even go on the bench.
I mean, they should have sonocytes, which the physios use, which looks at the fibres. He's had scans, and the scans have come back and said it's not that bad. They should be, after each training session, they should be looking through a sonocyte, which is like an ultrasound machine, to see if any of the fibres have removed again from the bed of the groin, the three muscle structures that come from the groin. And if it has got worse, then it shouldn't even be thought of.
The only thing is, though,
that's what I'm saying.
When Eddie Howe says it's not that serious, that's usually about 5 or 6 weeks out. Trippier was meant to be 2 weeks.
2 weeks, absolutely.
Wilson was meant to be back in the third game of the season. So you can't trust him when he says it's not that serious. If it's not serious, he plays them. Like,
I'm going to say, if it's not serious, you'd have played on Sunday.
Exactly. I don't expect to see him tomorrow. I really don't.
But or he could have been like, I'm not going to risk him tonight, but I'll risk him on a game that matters. If that was the case for the cup, So, well, you know what? You guys seems like to be in agreement. So we're going to take Gordon off, and so what was the change? So we're going to put Willock back in.
Yeah.
Where the hell's Willock? Oh, there we go. Willock. And I think you guys.
Swap Joe Linton and Willock. Swap Joe Linton.
So we're going to put Willock right there. Joe Linton, Bruno Tonali. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So up front, you got Joe Linton there, Isak, no doubt, and then here we're going to put Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
You got right? Because or what do you guys think?
What I would love to see Isak out on the right wing and Purasula up front. That's what I would love.
Oof,
because I would love to see us commit bodies into the box, and that's just something that we haven't done. On against Chelsea the weekend, from the right hand side, there wasn't one cross into the box.
It's crazy. That could be an option, but that is probably pushing it. We've made so many changes
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it made so many changes. Eddie's like looking at us like, man.
The point is, what are we doing here?
Guys, you know what I mean?
What are we doing here? Are we picking what we would do or what we think Eddie's going to do?
Well, somewhere in between, I guess.
It's in between, isn't
well,
it? Yeah, exactly.
you're not going to get that, are you? Because you know what Eddie's going to do. He's going to
just
go
put Harvey
Livramento, Share, Burns.
I wouldn't mind putting Harvey Barnes. I mean, I need to see Barnes on the right and see what he can do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad lineup, to be honest.
You know what I would do with Barnes? I would say to Barnes, you've got a free roll. I wouldn't even have him stuck out there because Tonali sits
Well,
into that little space
that's what
a
you
lot of
do.
the time.
That's what you do with a player like that, though. That's what you
Yeah.
should do. Harvey Barnes,
Just do what
rub,
Palmer does.
rub,
Just float
rub,
in the spaces.
rub the lamp. You got to
Yeah.
rub the lamp, man. Rub the lamp and make my wishes happen. That's what it needs to be. So, Andrew, man, we just knocked you out of this world with this lineup. It's I'm telling you, man, you don't want this. You don't want this problem, bro. You don't want this smoke, man. I'm telling you, man.
You got Joe Linton.
Joe Linton. No, Joe
Wait,
Linton
you got Joe Linton on the right, on the left. Sorry.
on the left. On the
You
left.
got Joe Linton left wing.
Yeah, man. Well,
Just
you
having a look at Stephen
Okay.
Harker's comment. Stephen Harker's comment there. The reasons why he travelled with the lads is because he has to. It wasn't the fact that he
well,
was
yeah,
ever
he has
gonna
to
be
travel. He
put on
doesn't
the
have to
bus.
be in there.
No, he has to go with the team.
He doesn't have to be on the bench though, but he can. He had to travel with the team, right? Yeah. So, yep. Well, that's the lineup we came up with. Chris, do you not? Jordan says, Chris, do you not play Joe Linton right wing? If you know Joe Linton, you know he was a right forward at Hoffenheim.
He was.
Well, I mean, he's been playing a lot on the left now, though. So I think Joe Linton is a big truck with mud tires, man. All terrain. He can just run everywhere.
It's like Dee was saying though. If you look at the way Willock has played and Joe Linton, as you've seen him in the last couple of games, we've actually lost him in a few games because of the tactic that Eddie's tried to overload to support Barnes not being a pacey guy. So he's tried to overload that left channel. And what I've found with that, the one thing it has given us, it's given us a little bit of space in midfield for our sixes and eights to move and progress the ball, which has given them a bit more freedom. But what it has done is we've lost a player in one place. Rather than interchange, as Dee was saying about Willock and J7 interchanging positions, one coming in deep, one going out wide, and having that freedom, that fluidness within the side. When Harvey Barnes plays out there, he seems to be stuck in that one channel, and it's like he's on train tracks at times. He just comes back in a line, he goes up in a line, he comes back in a line, and as much as you said, he has done well, but I do think we've missed a big part of his game by doing that.
All right. 106 people watching. Please smash that like button. Very important. Don't forget to do that. Michael McIntyre is on one tonight because it keeps giving us donations. Have it out with the tune for one. Man, Michael is definitely on one tonight, which we love it, man. Appreciate that.
By the way, Brentford have just won on penalties.
Who do they play?
Shrewsbury.
Well, it's easy for you to say.
Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury. All right, player by player, man. There's a new one right here, Andrew. You're gonna have to contribute, brother. You're probably gonna lose though, but let's get to it. Nick Pope versus Philip Jurgensen, or Philip. Where's he from? He's Denmark. All right.
Danish, yeah.
That's Nick Pope on this one. Huh? Any doubts? Any voters against?
No.
No.
No, but I'm just saying, if that's
Nope.
going to be the
Nope.
case, we should definitely have a Sula up against him.
What are
Because
you
he'll
talking
have
about?
been doing all sorts of stuff in training for Denmark against him.
Oh, that is true, but no, I don't think he plays with. Jurgensen is a first team.
I think he plays under.
Yeah, he plays under 21s, the Sula.
Oh, does he? With a Sula?
They'll still have some sort of contact.
Yeah. All right. Well, no, we got to put the Premier League, man. What the hell? What's the Premier League? They just deleted the Premier League out of a SofaScore. Okay. Well, that's kind of tough because we can't. Or he never played in the Premier League. That's why. Wow, interesting.
No, he's not. No, he's never played.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we can compare that. We can compare that. We still compare.
Yeah.
Obviously, heat maps for goalkeepers is pretty relevant. But let's see how many saves. Wow, 40. Stats are going to be unbalanced. But I think Nick Pope is going to get this one. So might win. Keep track of that one. Who did we have? We put Kelly, didn't we? So Lloyd Kelly versus Mr. Badiashile. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I might be leaning I might be leaning towards Mr. Kelly.
Well, what you're
Big
gonna
man.
do is, if we take Badia Shield against us instead of generally,
Mm.
Which, by
you
the
would.
way, they played the same amount of minutes a game, really. Just one appearance.
Mm.
Well, for the cup. I mean, we could do this for Premier League, though, couldn't we? I don't know if
Badiashile, he seems a bit error prone. Just looking at him last season as well, I don't really think he's the most composed.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Yeah.
I also think
Mm.
Lloyd Kelly's distribution is probably better as well from the back. And I think that's something we've been missing. We've got nobody spraying the ball apart from Lewis Hall on the odd occasion, the very odd occasion. It always seems to go right to left. It never very rarely goes left to right in our system. And I think that just if we had Kelly there, it just gives us that outlet from that right to left situation.
All right.
Or
So,
left
any
to right, I
voters
should say.
for Andrew? Who do you vote for in this one? Kelly or Badiashile?
I've not seen Lord Kelly play a lot, so it doesn't stick out in my mind of doing
Well,
anything
we
wrong.
have we haven't
No, I
either,
was
bro.
going to say,
outstanding. So
no, I'm going to say neither of us.
we
oh
haven't
right, sorry.
yeah.
I go with the person I know, so I'll go
Yeah, we'll
with
go
Badia Shield.
Badiashile.
But
Okay.
like I said, it's not like a community endorsement, so you know what I mean. So
All right. D man.
If we're going on their careers at their respective clubs, then you're gonna have to go Badiashile, innit? Like Lloyd
Well,
Kelly's.
who's the better of the players in your opinion? Who's the better player
Personally,
right now?
I think Kelly. I think Kelly's better.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
got
Well,
more to his game.
all right.
More to his game.
Gary.
Yeah, I said Kelly just for his distribution. I don't think Badia Shield gives you. I think they're very much of a similar ilk. I just think Kelly just gives you that distribution from the back.
Mighty win.
I'm Kelly all day. We were linked with Badia Shield. Was it in summer or was it the winter before that?
I think it was the
Not
January,
100%
wasn't
sure.
it?
Was it the January window? And I was
think
going,
so.
what?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've
Kelly
been linked
for
to him over
me.
the last two transfer windows, to be
All
fair.
right.
Or he's
Yeah.
been a name that's been mentioned, I should say.
Yeah.
So Kelly wins that one. Let us go with Emil Kraft from Sweden to the world. That's against Tosin Adarabioyo. And by the way, some people saying in the chat he's gonna get one hell of a welcome at Tim Jensen's Park. Do we really go? I mean, you know, it's
Yeah, but it's going to fire him up.
Yeah.
it might or it might not. We never know though. The personality of the lad. He might.
No, you can guarantee he will get the biggest booze on the first
No,
time he
I'm trying to tell
touches
you
the
is
ball.
how is that he's going to receive that? We don't know his personality. He might shy down from it, or he might say, "Screw y'all, I'm about to."
No, I think he
I
might
think
step
he'll be
up.
all right. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah. Yep. So Tosin, good. I thought he's better than Kelly, to be honest, as far as defending is concerned. But you know,
I
he
think
chose
I'd go
Chelsea.
with Tosin.
Yeah, Tosin. Yeah.
Tosin against Kraft. Oh man.
yeah, tight. Yes, yeah.
Tosin.
That's
okay.
why we went for him.
And
Yeah, that's
for
right.
me, and Tosin for me as well.
Yeah, Tosin gonna get that one.
I'd actually already written it down.
There you go. Okay, so on the left side we got Lewis Hall, and then we're gonna go with Cucurella. We already did this one though last
We've
time
already done
around.
this one, haven't we?
Ooh.
I was the only one that went for Hall.
Well, D wasn't here, so who would you rather have, D?
Yeah. I'd say Lewis Hall because he seems to have got better and better. Kukureya, he surprised me how good he is, considering how he was last season. Towards the end of last season, so he started improving. Obviously, the Euros. But I'm still gonna say Lewis Hall. I think he offers more. I think Lewis Hall. I'm gonna say Lewis Hall.
Welcome, Matrix, to the channel, man. This is Cucurella, Euro winner. Yeah, well, that is another. It's a statement of he's a European lad, international lad, rather said. So that has to wait for something, man. Trust me, he was playing he was playing really good for the Euros. Let's not, that was a long time ago though. But regardless, and Matrix says Lewis Hall is class though, and he was from us. Yeah, so he's Chelsea fan, Matrix. All right, Gary, mighty win.
Well, I said before, Cucurella looks good with good players around him. I think he's vulnerable. I've said that from all along. I don't think he's the ball player that everybody expects him to be. Hall looks great with half decent players. Like I say, he's been man of the match over a couple of games for us. So I still stay the same. I think Lewis Hall's better going forward. Don't get me wrong, Cucurella causes a lot of trouble because of the runs he makes, and he's like I call him the Jack Russell because he snaps at your heels all the time. He never lets you go. So on a if I'm looking for a pure defender, I say Cucurella. But if I'm looking for somebody who can give you both, Lewis Hall for me.
All right, Mighty Win.
Well, that's on Thursday, Cucurella all day for
Man,
me.
drink some water, man. You sounding like
It's a very words.
Come on, man. Damn. Drink some water. Don't smile fast, man. Your lips will bleed. All right, Andrew. What do you pick? Cucurella?
Yeah, I'm
Lewis
going.
Hall?
Listen, I'm going Cucurella.
All right,
No,
cool.
Cucurella. I'm going Cucurella.
So
I don't know what Lewis Hall will be. I wasn't upset when we lost him. Doesn't mean I think he's a bad player, but I wasn't like, damn. Do you know what I mean?
right.
We lost him, so I picked Cucurella just based on Boston.
All right. So who won that one, Mighty Win?
We need to decide that 2-2.
Oh, so that's me then.
That's you then.
Man, that is crazy, man. No, I gotta get always international, man. That's different football, man. Cucurella. It is what it is. I respect international play. I mean, proper. I mean, if you're playing for Bolivia, I mean, I'm not gonna count that. But if you're playing for England, Spain,
Whoa,
Germany,
Bolivia just got a result, man. Steady on.
well, yeah, no, that's true. That's true. We gotta beat them. Man. Peru not doing well, but I rate you if you play for Peru though. Yeah, man. I'll put you. Yeah, you best player in the world. All right, Tino Livramento, Malo Gusto. Interesting.
Gusto.
Yeah, I was
Gusto.
going to say Gus.
Yeah.
Having watched him the weekend.
Well, yeah, well,
I was
that's-
going to
that's-
say, do we think he will play though?
Yeah.
Well, no, he said that. Andrew's a sideline reporter, man.
See, I'm not. I think he might, but I'm not. I wouldn't like put my house on it. Do you know what I mean? But
So
I
that
thought
mean-
that was actually his best performance. I thought that was his best performance of the season against you guys.
Yeah. If that's what he's like,
on
he's
Sunday.
excellent.
He was.
Yeah.
Mark,
He
he
is.
didn't need
He
to
is.
play right back though, did he?
Last season. Yeah, I don't know where he played. He played everywhere. He was, and I didn't know he really had that in him. But he played well last season. He was a bit slow starting this season, but yeah, he definitely was very good. I mean, I like Timo Livramento, and but I'll back Gusto. So
Yeah. All right. So everybody's voting for Gusto, isn't it? Aren't they?
Gusto, yeah.
Okay, so Gusto is got it.
Just, I would love to see the fact that Tino and Hall, just might have a point to prove between them. This is what you let go, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
All right.
I hope that
Yeah.
fires them up.
Midfield. I've watched Enzo Fernandez for a long time. I really do rate Enzo Fernandez. Watching him at River Plate. Who do we put him at? He would be probably I would put him closer to Tonali. But I mean, or
No,
Bruno.
he's central,
No
isn't
Joelinton. Well, but he's
If
no
it's,
Joe.
if it's Enzo and Bruno, I'm still going Bruno.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be
It
Enzo.
is Enzo and Bruno, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're
All
both
right, so
in the middle.
Let me just go. Bruno and Enzo Fernandez. So there we go, Mr. Andrew.
Bruno.
Yeah, but that's that Chelsea agenda though against Enzo.
Can you hear me? Sorry, I said Bruno.
Yeah, we heard you, man. But you got that agenda going.
No.
All Chelsea
If you
Chelsea
actually
fans
watch
got
me,
agenda, man.
I've been trying to defend. No, I've been trying to defend him. I honestly think he is, and I just don't. I'm just waiting. Do you know what I mean? It's now the mediocre performances don't outweigh the good performances anymore. Do you know what I mean? And now we're seeing like Lavia come into that for, and him and Caicedo just look a good partnership. I don't think. Can I just say, Chris? I don't think Enzo just might not be built for this league.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, don't
just
say
might not
things
be-
like that to Chris.
Some players are just like that. Or Or because we don't do it, I think he might be better in like a 3 in midfield instead of a pivot. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's the position.
if we played Enzo Caicedo,
I've
if
seen
we
him.
played Enzo Caicedo Lavi, you might get it back. But I don't think we're going to play him like that. So
I've seen
for me,
him.
I
I've
pick
seen him.
Bruno G. Like I said on.
All right. I've seen him at his best when he was so young at River Plate, being back and forth midfielder, all terrain, not fixated on being a 6 or being a 10. He needs to have a free reign to go up and down, up and down, up and down. If you don't give him that, he's a tiger cage. He's a caged tiger, man. If you have him as a 6 alone, but all right. So D man.
Yeah, Bruno.
Oh,
all
you
day.
said Bruno. You said Bruno. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me
Gary and Bruno. So mighty win, Bruno.
Bruno, yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. That's easy, set and done. Set in stone. Vega. Well, I tell you what though, Vega's stature. Who do we put him against? Tonali or
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Linton?
I think that's a good one, Tonali. He's not going to Joe Linton.
No, okay.
Against Tonali, I think it's an interesting
Okay,
one.
so Tonali and Vega. I think Tonali gonna get this one too.
Yeah, I still say he does as well.
So any thoughts, fellas? Or I mean, let me go with. I think Vega's physicality. I would put him with Joe Linton, but I mean, it is what it is. Andrew.
No, I agree. I think Tonali wins this, but Vega's going to be one of those underrated signings. I think in the long run, I think he can do it. We played in midfield, left back, centre back, and every time he's performed well. But in this case, I would, because Tonali's a midfield specialist and stuff like that, I would put Tonali in over him. So,
All right, go on, fellas. So, Mo said Tonali.
Yeah, I say Tonali.
Tonali.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna move up front, but now we're in a bad predicament because we're gonna. Well, actually, no, we're gonna have to
we're
put
going with
Joe
Willock, I
Linton.
think.
Yeah, but Willock ain't no 10. I'll tell you that. Willock and Felix. So I'm not going. Don't even try it, man. So you better vote for Felix because if you try to make me a tiebreaker, it's not going to happen. Joao Felix is going to win this one every time, man.
Willock is one of my favorite players. I'll be honest. I like when he's at his best. He's very good.
Yeah. We just don't see enough of it though, do you?
Yeah, it's true. Has Felix put a ball through to like Willock done for Isak? I don't think so. But
That's
like you said,
one ball in
yeah,
2.5
he doesn't do
seasons.
it often. He doesn't do it often. So yeah, you're gonna have to go for Felix, isn't it? You're gonna have to go for Felix. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Felix
No.
for me.
Yeah,
Felix.
Willock's just too.
On
He's
current
just too much of a
form,
head player. Yeah, he's just too much of a head player. Like D said, if he doesn't start, it's like he throws his toys out of his pram and his body language changes. If we can get his head right, I think he could be an absolute world beater at times.
Mm-hmm. Thank you again, Michael. Appreciate it. Come on, 9-1 tune. To United Newcastle. So you know he's on the pint right now. He's heavy right now.
Give me a pint of what Michael's
I'm going to say
he is on no. He might be more than a pint. I'm
I
telling
think
you.
he's on the barley wine.
He might be on that. He might be on that ganja, brother. Because 9-1 to United Newcastle. 2-2. There you go. A good deal though, man. Appreciate that. All right.
Andrew,
So next,
I'm not having this,
what?
matey. You've got Mr. Captain America with you. That's a bit of an unfair advantage, my friend.
well, we need it. We need it for your Toon fans. We need that shield from the atmosphere tomorrow.
There you go. So. There you go. All right, so we're gonna get Sancho against Joe Linton in this scenario that we placed Joe Linton, and then, this could be an easy, not as easy as people think. I do rate Sancho though.
So do I.
Very rare. I wish we would go with players like that and give them the opportunity. I would say the same thing about Sterling, by the way. But we don't do nothing. So Sancho, Joe Linton. Go on. Somebody.
D-man.
I'm going to say Joe Linton. I do like Sancho. I think there's a player there. We've seen what he does at Dortmund, even to his start to his Chelsea career, the first couple of games. But I think Joe Linton's very good at left wing on the left side. He's good. He is very good. and he can also do the defensive work as well. So
And I was gonna say that I think Gusto might have trouble getting through that tank on that side if he plays.
can I just say on Sunday, Joe Linton actually bullied. Anytime any Chelsea player came to him, he absolutely bullied them. He was very good, and I think he was an underrated performance. But I'm gonna go Joe Linton.
Yeah,
I
don't
love
blame.
D-Man. I love
Yeah,
D-Man.
I don't blame J7 for
he thinks
the
like me, man.
tactic that he was given to do. I just think we lose the best out of him when he does that, because I just think he's isolated far too much, and then you don't get that that general in midfield that knocks players off the balls, knocks them off the stride,
Well,
and
that's what
plays the simple ball.
he
And I
needs to
think
be a
that's what
DM.
we miss with J7. But sorry, I've got to go with Sancho.
Okay. Well, Sancho certainly play winger more than Joe Linton. All right, Andrew.
Yeah, I've got to go with Sancho as well. I thought Joe Linton's best work on Sunday was in the middle. I agree with D. I think everything on, especially second half, I thought he collected the ball from your defence and he was powering through. And like I said, he should have had a goal really on Sunday if Isak passed to him. Do you know what I mean? He would have been talking 2-2. I think he's actually great. One of the things that he has done well is what he's done with Joe Linton over the years. Do you know what I mean? But in this position, like I said, I can't remember the last time I saw Joe Linton at left wing. I really don't. I have to pick Sancho.
All right, Mighty win.
I just think this is better.
Your deciding factor because I'm J7 all day long.
Nah, man, that's a tough one because I'm gonna make a statement vote, just one of those votes to prove a point. I'm gonna go with Sancho because we should have gone for Sancho. We should have gone for Sterling. Chelsea paying half of the salary. Arsenal playing the other half. We could have done that. We could have done 150 a week. We're gonna pay Kelly 150 a week, and we can't do that. We got Target on 100 a week, and we can't do that on a talented guy like I don't know what Sancho's getting paid, but I'm assuming somewhere around that. As far as the combined, well, I mean I don't know if Man United is he loaned out? Is he loaned out or?
Yeah. So the thing is what Sancho?
Yeah. Or loaned in, rather.
So he's
obligation.
He's a loan, and the thing is 25 million if we finish anywhere above 14th.
There you go. So we could have done something like that. If PSR is a problem, let us get the talent somewhere. Because look, what we've learned from Cole Palmer, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So we could have done the same thing with Mr. Sterling. Played at all top clubs. He must be doing something right in his career. And you can't tell me that we don't need somebody like that. So my statement vote goes for Sancho because I'm mad. And Eddie Howe, there you go. Like he's gonna watch this. All right. So Sancho wins it on this one. Let's go to the right. Who do we put on the right? Barnes. Ooh, this might be close because in performances, Mudryk might be more established. Maybe. I don't think he's done at Chelsea what people think he was going to do. But Harvey Barnes.
Didn't he play more left-hand side, Andy?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mudryk.
Yeah, he plays left. Yeah, he plays more left hand side. Just think like Sancho's going to play left tomorrow. I think so.
Yeah.
So, but he's
All right.
predominantly. Yeah, you're right. But he's He's an annoying right-footed left winger. That's what he is.
Yep. All right. So Andrew, who'd you vote on this one?
I'll go with Harvey Barnes. I think he's at the moment. I just think he's better. I know Mudryk has. Mudryk has played well. I know Mudryk's played well against you, but or done some moments against you guys, but it's just not enough for me to seal of approval yet. Do you know what I mean? So it's got a lot of work to do for me.
All right, D-Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with Harvey Barnes. Simply, listen, on the right, they're both not really great, but I'm gonna say. It might sound silly, but simply because Harvey Barnes can use both feet, so he can cut inside and use his left, so more useful there. So I'm going to go with Harvey Barnes.
You see that you're not the first person to say that about his left foot, so it might be something to look at.
I'm doing Harvey Barnes as well. I think Mudryk's our ASM for Chelsea.
Yeah. All right, mighty win. I think that's it, though, isn't it?
Well, it's
Yep.
irrelevant, isn't it? Yeah. I would have gone for Mudrich, like, but
There you go. So we're gonna go with Isak, last but not least, and versus Nkunku. Interesting, because let's just see how many goals Nkunku got right now. Being a sub, 1 goal compared to 2. What's the advert, man? Out of there. Let me refresh the page real quick. All right, so 1 goal, no goals for Nkunku, was it? Or with 1?
He's been
2
out for a while,
Isak.
though, hasn't he?
So he's been out injured early
Yeah.
in the season, I believe. But
Well,
all right,
wasn't he out for nearly all the season last year, Andy?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he got injured. He got injured in pre-season, and then just re-aggravated a bit, and he came back at the end, but he had you might as well just write off the first season, the amount of games he played and stuff like that. So, but
All
he
right,
scored a lot of
so-
goals this season in the cups.
So who do you vote on this one, Andrew?
It's a cup game. I'm going to go with Nkunku. He likes the cups at the moment, so I'll go with Nkunku. I'll probably be outvoted, but I'll go with him.
Yeah. Well,
stick with your man.
we can go down the line, D-Man.
Mm-hmm.
This one's really tough, you know.
It
It
is.
is.
You know what? They're both not natural strikers. They both like to drift, and they're both very effective when they do. Obviously, Nkunku's he's done it in the cups and stuff, but he's had more opportunity. I'm still gonna go with Isak. I think he just edges it. I'm gonna go with Isak.
There you
Yeah,
go.
me too.
All right, and I mean, Mighty Win.
I'm going in Cuckoo. On current. I'm going on current form.
Nkunku.
Current form. What I've seen with my own, I haven't seen a lot of Nkunku, to tell you the truth.
Nkunku, man. Nkunku.
Whatever.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Isaac is just.
Yeah,
not
he just
doing it at the minute.
agenda man. I'm telling you.
You
Isak,
call
best
it
striker,
agenda if you want.
second best striker in the league last season. Got to be backed up. So I break the tie on that one. There you go.
Well, I'd already written it down anyway.
Quite a split team.
So what's the team? What's the team looking like?
So we've got Pope, Kelly, Tossin, Cucurella, Gusto, Bruno, Tonali, Felix, J7, Sancho, Barnes, and Isaac. So we're looking at Tossin, Cucurella, Gusto, Felix, Sancho. Same as it was on Thursday, 6-5 the tune.
6-5.
So who was the midfield again? Who was the midfield? Because I know we didn't choose Willock. We chose someone over Willock, didn't we?
It was
We put
Felix, wasn't it?
yeah, that was the
that's
midfield.
it. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Felix,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Felix.
Yeah, Felix.
Okay.
All right. So the predictions for the people in the voter in the chat: 118 votes. The majority say Newcastle will win. 39%. Chelsea will win in full time. Newcastle 44% at full time. Chelsea in penalties 10%. Newcastle in penalties 5%. So if you add up both, it's pretty divided, to be honest. Pretty divided. And that's surprising for a biased channel. So that might mean a lot for Chelsea, to be honest.
And if you look at the predictions league, it's the same. There's a lot of people predicting Chelsea.
In the community of the chat, we put up a poll earlier today. Now it's added up to 141 votes. Basically the same, same it maintained. So, yep, good stuff as far as that. Last but not least, folks, out there, a little bit of a quiz. Players that played for both teams. Ooh, players in the chat, get active. In the panel as well. Gotta give me at least one, man. And can't repeat. Darren, you're next to me. With
Damon
that salt
Duff.
pepper, you got that salt pepper beard going. You know you've been watching for a while, bro.
Damon Duff.
Damien Duff. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. He played for the team for same time for Chelsea, though, isn't it? I actually don't have him here, but I never mind.
He won the league with Chelsea, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any other ones, Mighty Win?
Parker for me.
So I was
Scott
going to say
Parker.
Parker.
Scott Parker. All right. What about you, Andrew? Come on, man.
Oh,
Hey, this
Denver
is
Bar.
tough, this, you know.
Demba Ba, yes.
Oh,
man.
Demba
Nobody.
Ba, of course.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
How
man.
did we forget him?
What about is it Loic Remy?
Loic Remy.
Like Remy, yeah, Peacock.
And the
Oh, the
by the way, we got
Brazilian.
but
Brazilian, we got
Brazilian
Kennedy.
crack,
Kennedy.
Brazilian crack, and Brazilian superstar Kennedy.
Did Jeremy play for us?
Yeah, man, Kennedy played for. Yeah.
No, Jeremy. Jeremy
Oh.
didn't play for us.
Oh no, I don't know.
Jeremy
about
played
that.
for us. He didn't play for Chelsea, though.
What about Patrick Van Aanholt?
Yeah, Patrick Van Holt. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, man.
He
I'm telling
played
you,
one
there's some
game
good
for
players.
us.
Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy.
Oh,
yeah,
Tino Livramento.
No, I think it's a different Jeremy
Lewis Hall.
D-man.
Hey, Tino.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody say Tino Livramento.
Well, Tino and Hall, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say that, so it's not so obvious.
Well,
He never really played.
I said that
he
in
never really
the...
played for the first team.
Jeremy did, by the way.
Jeremy,
did.
yeah, he did.
Jeremy with the G, yeah, he did. Laurent Charbet. What the hell? How do you say his name? Charbet. Laurent Charbet. Oh yeah, back in 97.
Chilwell.
He played at Chelsea 97, then 98, 2000s. He was at Newcastle.
Bakayoko.
But Baba.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that one, but I got Celestine
Oh,
Baba Yarrow.
Baba Yaro.
That's another one. Yeah, we got a few, man. We've been doing it. Obviously, the recent business was Lewis Hall, so there you go. Interesting stuff from the chat as well. Yeah. Good. All right. With that being said, we don't have anything else. Been a great show. Oh, we didn't do prediction. Yeah, that's right. So what's the game? Is predictions actually from the tournament as well, from the NTTV tournament. But yeah, let's do our predictions. D man, what do you think it's going to be, man?
Close game. I think we'll get a 2-1 win.
2-1 win. Yeah, well, I said the same thing actually. 2-1. I'm just hoping though, because I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. Mighty win.
Fireworks. 3-2.
Here we go. Okay, Gary.
I think 2-1. I think we'll because of the changes that we're expecting Chelsea to make. I think we're going to be stronger than the conference, obviously. So I'm hoping we can go one better.
Yeah. All right, get Andrew.
I'm going to go 2-1 to us, but it won't be comfortable.
There you go. All right.
I thought you were going to say penalties, Andrew.
Yeah.
I did. I've got to wait to see the starting lineup, really. But you know what I mean? But yeah. 2-1. I think we'll just shade it.
So, Foxy, before you go, I need your predictions, mate. I need your predictions, Foxy. In the chat, now this is the NTTV tournament. You can sign up, £5. You have to be a member of the channel to participate. We got how many? We got 30 plus participants. Let me just recap their predictions and the people that we need predictions from, which is Queenie22. Niall Powell says we don't have anything from Niall Powell. So Niall, we need your predictions,
Right.
or else you won't get nothing. Gary 2-1. He said that. I said 2-1. Ian Fleming, what? Come on, man. Ian Fleming.
He was in later on
He's
tonight.
in the chat.
He was in the chat. So Ian Fleming, need your predictions. Jordy 2 for life, need your predictions. Wait, I think these people. So for some reason, I've seen their predictions, but I might look at the community of the channel. Actually, I can do it right now.
Jody Tune for like 2-0.
Okay, so 2-0 the
Tune.
All right, Harry Austin 2-1. Elias DeBias 2-3 Chelsea. Beer Viking 2-2. George Eaton 2-1 Newcastle. Ben says 1-2 Chelsea. Key 88 2-1 the Tune. Roy said 2-1 the Tune. DXK 2-1 the Tune as well. Ian Fleming says 2-1. So Ian Fleming says 2-1 right there. 2-1 Newcastle. Ronald Turnbull says 1-0. There we go. We're gonna put Ronald there. I keep saying it every week, but although I don't follow through. Don't let me babysit you every week, because one day I'm not gonna ask you and you're gonna get no points for that week. So don't let me babysit you. Jesus Art, don't have anything on you either. You've
Yeah,
been in the
got
chat.
him here.
Oh, what is it?
3-2.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Amrit says 1-3. Chelsea. Steve McCullough. Nothing from he puts
2-1
his,
Chelsea.
You can tell you ain't doing your job. Andy Bell 1-1. Antagonizing Jordan 2-0. Jamie says 2-2
2-2.
draw. Steve rocked the tune 2-1. I think Helsasar was just there. Where is it? Let me see.
Hell's
I'll
3-2.
3-2.
Where is it? Helsasar. Oh, there we go. Well, I already put that one 3-2. There you go. All right. RG Fox. Nothing from him.
Yes.
Nothing from. So did he say?
Yeah, he's got it. I'm sure I've seen RG Fox.
All right. Drink some water, brother. Don't agitate yourself. Drink some water. Hydrate, man.
2-1. 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. Mighty Mag 3-0. Josh, nothing from him yet. So Josh needs your predictions. Mighty wins is 3-2. Alford need predictions.
0-0. Ulfa's 0-0.
Okay. Penalties. Ronald Turnbull 1-0. Paul, need predictions for Paul. Troll says 4-0 Chelsea. Jonathan Shaw needs predictions for that one. Marky and
3-1.
UFC. Oh,
John
Jonathan
Shaw
Shaw.
says 3-1.
John Shaw's 3-1, yeah.
Newcastle. There you go. Marky and UFC need predictions. Beard says 2-0. Foxy need Foxy's. Foxy left, didn't he? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I think he has.
He was just right there. All right. Well, we're gonna have to
hang
get
on,
Foxy.
I thought Foxy got his membership bid.
Well, we need him to say a prediction.
Yeah,
so
but that's fair enough. But
yeah. So and Brian Scott as well. Somebody told me Brian Scott is in the can, but hey, listen, man, if you're listening somewhere, let us know your prediction. Anyways, those are the predictions right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's been great. It's been lovely. Thank you so much for coming on, Andrew. You've been amazing, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Chelsea Fun. You can see him everywhere. He doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. Andrew, you don't have a YouTube channel, mate. Well, we gotta get this sorted. Come on, man. Ain't got time, do you? We got delay.
Not at the moment, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got.
too
got
many
a bit
London
delay from
calling,
mine,
Dan
so
Potts, a lot.
Well, he's everywhere. He's everywhere to say the least. Of course,
Yeah.
D-Man 90s Mags podcast.
D-Man, hero.
Great stuff, man. I believe
See
you're gonna see a lot of D-Man. You're gonna see a lot of D-Man in this channel, I believe, man. And Mighty Win, of course, Gary, of course, the usual phases. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been lovely. It's been great. But I have to love you and leave you, man, because I'm starving. Man, I'm starving, man. It ain't gonna hurt me none though, Mighty Win, isn't it? To not eat.
Not gonna hurt you at all.
Anyway, it's been great. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye.
How are you, the lad?